Here's another brush. Oh my god. For a while, I was decluttering my makeup collection pretty regularly, but I haven't decluttered anything in a long time, and I'm really overwhelmed by my makeup collection. I wonder if there's any correlation. So today, I figured we would go through my makeup collection, see what needs to be decluttered, and also declutter it. And also there's some like organization things I want to check out. Some of my systems of organization that I had in the past, I feel like haven't been working for me recently. I also recently bought new makeup storage things, and I'm not sure if it will work, but like I have to return it soon if I decide against it. So I figured at the end, we'll see if like my makeup will fit in here nicely or if I'm better off just like sticking with the same organization that's been working for me for a while. So over here, I'm gonna zoom you on in. That's what we're gonna be focusing on. It's all of my like complexion products, my cheeks, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in there. Let's check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna move my lovely new storage to the side until later, because all of this is what we need to focus on today. I'm seeing even like some of these drawers have like empty parts because I'm so not on top of keeping things organized. I feel like I've been using the same systems for so long that I just like started doubting my systems. I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. And this is an eyeshadow palette that we're also gonna put to the side. I have a lot of eyeshadow decluttering that I need to do, and that's a whole other project. I don't even know where to get started with this. You know, let's just get started on the top. Okay, so an easy thing to start with. In my old room, I did like my work from home at my makeup desk. In my new room, I just do it on my bed. So these are all like pens from my old job. Actually, is this? This is a Lily Lashes power liner. Never mind. All these other pen-looking objects are pens from my old job, so they no longer belong at this area because I don't use pens on this desk. And when I do, I have a cute selection in Emily. My brushes are in a little bit of a state of limbo because I'm trying out some new brushes right now. So pretty much all of my brushes I just have to the side. And yeah, we're gonna tackle brushes at a later date because we'll talk about them like in conjunction with the new brushes I'm trying out and what I'm keeping and what I'm not keeping. I also have all these drawers in my desk. See, like these will be so useful, but they're packed with crap. That's something else that I have to do. But I would like this to be a place where I can keep like makeup stuff that I'm keeping, but I don't need out at the second. So it might be a tight fit, but I am going to jam these in here. Because I'm like, the other stuff in this drawer doesn't need to be in this drawer, but the brushes should be in this drawer. All right, now also back here, I have this pink Milani lip liner, and I can't remember what I think about this. I'm gonna just stick this with my lip products. I wasn't really planning on tackling lip products today either. I feel like I'm being such a bad YouTuber because I'm just telling you all the things that I'm not doing. But that will give me more time to test out that lip liner and see if I want to keep it or not. This Lily Lashes liner that I passed by a minute ago, I'm going to declutter this. This is an adhesive eyeliner. I feel like I've had this for a long time, and like I didn't even purchase it myself in the first place. I think it came in some kind of box. I did a video a long time ago where I tried to be a false lashes girly, and I'm pretty sure this did not work well for me in that, and I'm not going to try it again, so I can declutter this. Woohoo, we got one. Okay, back here I have my setting spray, which looks so old, but it's not that old, and I never think to use it, but like I feel like with my makeup collection, there's things that are reasonable. Like there's things that I own because they prevent me from wanting to buy them otherwise. Perhaps I will go back to using setting spray, but either way, I know I have this, so I know I'm not in the market for other setting sprays because I don't even use the one I have. So that's the logic that I will keep it by. This complexion section has gotten way more filled up than usual. For a while, I was just like a one primer, one foundation, one concealer, girl. And it's still like, it's not that out of control, but for me, it's a lot more than I usually have. I think most of it I'm going to keep. So this is my NYX Marshmallow Primer. I like this. This is what I tend to use as a primer when I'm putting my makeup on and it's not going to be sunny out. Like I don't need an SPF. I use this. Actually, I stopped using that for a while because I was using this Merit Great Skin. And I'm confused because I was thinking that I finished this. I don't know why I was thinking it, but I haven't used this in a while. Like I took a long break from using this because I was using the Merit. And then I went back to using this because I was like, oh yeah, I'm done with the Merit. I don't like, that's why I get so frustrated having multiple things in categories that I used to have so streamlined. Because I'm like, this is so stupid that I can't remember. Either way, I'm not going to get rid of these because I know I like them both. But I need to figure out like what I meant with the Merit. Did I truly finish it? Or did I just notice that it was like straining a little bit more to deliver product and I knew it was almost done? Either way, I need to figure that out. If it needs to be finished up, I should finish it up so then I have more room here. So I am going to keep both. In the future though, I probably will just stick with the Merit. I also have the Merit Great Skin Serum. I don't use this as much. I feel like I prefer a lotiony base under my makeup, but I do use it sometimes and I do like it. It's like a very soft oil, very like thin oil. I also have this Pore Smoothing SPF primer. This is from St. Jane. I had a whole bunch of sunscreens trial sizes a while ago and like I'm still trying to work through them. So I've been using this and it's fine. I like it. I use it when I need an SPF. I probably won't repurchase it, but I will finish it up. So knocked down in here is my Unseen sunscreen, which usually is my like one SPF product. And I don't know why instead of finishing this up, I like started using this and then started neglecting this. I don't know. I feel like at this point, I think I've used more of this one than I have of the Unseen sunscreen. So maybe I'll like keep using this and then when this is done, I'll go back. I don't know. I'm so frustrated going from being such like a minimal primer girly to having all these primers out. And there's another one somewhere. There's another one. I don't know if it fell on the floor or what. Oh, it did. There it is on the floor. I also have this sunscreen. You know what? I started using this one. This is a Paula's Choice sample size. I started using this one when I was recently in Florida because this is SPF 50 and I wanted more SPF protection. So I do hope I can use up these multiple primers. I hope I can establish an organization system where it's easy to keep these in the forefront of my mind. Because if they're in the forefront of my mind, I know I can use them strategically and I could probably use them up and I would feel really good about that. Any more primers down there? One more. This is a sample of the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. This I have used a couple times, surprisingly, considering how small it is, and I really like this. I was tempted to buy this because I enjoyed it so much, and like when the sale came around, I was like, I don't need that right now. But it is funny to think like I don't really have another primer that's doing this glowy thing as far as I've seen so far. So perhaps in the future I will. Like I could see myself having a primer collection of a non-SPF primer, this glowy primer, and like a sunscreen. And those three would cover all my needs. I'm moving these primers to the side right now, but I will put them back after after we've gotten this section under control. For foundation, because I hope, oh, there's one more SPF in here. Peter Thomas Roth, this is another one of those samples, SPF 45. I don't know if I've used this one. I feel like I have not used this one on my face, so perhaps I will stick it in a drawer because I know I have other SPFs. And we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Okay, for foundation. For so long, my one foundation was the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I really like this. I feel like it wears on me really well. It has a nice light coverage, doesn't look too heavy, doesn't feel too heavy. I really like this. I'm almost done with this one. And when I went to Florida, I bought a backup. I guess not a backup. I bought a different one to bring with me to Florida because this one is almost done and I didn't want to run out while I was away. So I feel like that makes sense. I feel like that makes sense that I did that, but I do need to go back and finish this one now so that I can just go back to like having one of them. My other foundation products are the Merit Minimalist. I really like this. It gives me a different finish. So I do like having the variety, and I also find that this one wears really well, matches my skin tone really nicely, and I enjoy wearing it. My newest one, and the reason I haven't gone back and finished my CoverGirl foundation yet, is because I've been wearing my Merit The Uniform a lot. I really like this. I find when I wear it with a brush, it gives me kind of like a natural finish. When I put it on with my hands, it gives me a little bit more of a glowy finish. I've been enjoying the little bit of extra sun protection that I get from this. So all in all, I feel like it's not crazy. Like once I finish up one of these skin milks, it's not going to be too crazy to me to have these 3 foundations because they serve different purposes, and like I can wrap my head around the different purposes. You know, that's what it's all about. Not biting off more than you can chew. I can chew those 3 foundations. My one concealer, thankfully I have one category that I still just have one in. It's my Tarte Shape Tape. I love this stuff. Nothing more to say. So in this complexion section, I also have my Patrick Ta eyeshadow. This is in the shade Still at the Club. And how do I open this again? Ooh, I haven't been wearing this that much. I just feel like I have so much eyeshadow that I'm always in a state of feeling like I don't get to use my eyeshadow enough. So like, it takes like an extra bit of thought to be like, oh no, like let me continue to neglect my single shadows further and my eyeshadow palettes further and go for this single, you know? So I did move it here so I would like remember it, so I would see it, because I do really like this and I would like to wear it more. So far it hasn't worked, but it's only been there for a couple days. So like there's still time. There's still time. I do need to find a better place to put it though, because this section is so crowded and I really can't have eyeshadow sitting there. You know what I would like to establish? I don't even think I'll be able to establish this today, but I want to think about a place where I can put like a shop my stash section, because although I feel like, you know, like I'll watch shop my stash videos where someone has a huge collection, so they go into their drawer of 50 foundations and they choose the 5 that they're going to be using. So like I always feel like doing that in a way doesn't apply to me because I don't have that sort of makeup collection. But for products like this, I would like to have this out and close, or like, you know, we'll get to like my fun eyeliners, but like that's the kind of thing that like I would like to have you know, one out for a little bit in a special spot where I can remember it's there. So, I don't know, something on my mind. I'm going to stick this back here in one of these drawers for now, though, and we'll figure it out then. Here's another brush. Oh my god. Okay, I have this Diamond Dust Mineral Wear from Physicians Formula. This I had gotten at the Creators and Friends holiday party. I'm gonna declutter this. The base is too deep for me and I haven't worn it. Besides, I know I tried this out in a video right after Creators and Friends, and I think I tried it a couple times after that. It's just not the product for me. I can part with this. I just saw out of the corner of my eye like the sprinkler on outside my window, and I was like, oh my god, who turned the sprinkler on? Like no one else is here. And I looked and it's raining. It's like a sun shower. That was really scary for a second though. I'm like, who went in the driveway and turned the sprinkler on? Okay, something else I can declutter. And actually I feel like this has been so in the way because it's just like a little small thing in there. This is a Chili Vanilla lip mask from Essence. They sent it to me when I had ordered from Essence, and I have nothing to do with this. I hate this type of jar for this type of product because like it's not wide enough to like get my finger in flat. I mean, I guess technically right now I could, but if it gets any deeper, like it's right at the limit where my nail isn't touching it. And I feel like as soon as like it's a little bit lower, my nail, it's gonna scrape under my nail every time. And that's just like the worst thought ever. I don't need this. I have lip balms that I really like. I'm going to declutter this one. Oh, I forgot about my Rare Beauty contour stick. I was really enjoying this last year. And I literally forgot that I had this. That's so funny. I've been on a bit of a bronzer journey. We'll talk about that when we get to bronzers. I totally forgot I had this, and I would like to use this. Okay, I'm gonna stick that. I don't know. I'll stick it up there. I have this Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow in Crystal Nebula. I actually have been using this a bit recently. For a while, this was something that I was holding on to because I felt like, you know, similar to the setting spray, owning this discouraged me from buying other similar things that I wasn't going to use. But I have been using this a bit recently. I've been enjoying kind of playing around with foundation and applying this with the foundation or whatever. I've been enjoying that. So I don't know where this is going to fit into the organization. However, I'm going to keep it. This Tarte Man-Eater, this looks kind of like separated in there. I feel like it's fine. I've only used this a couple times. This I got when I did like you know how Tarte does the like, get 10 products for $65 or something like that. I actually bought one of those last year, and this was the blush that I picked out. I had actually wanted this, so it was fun to see it included in that offer, and I haven't used it that much. I don't think of it. The couple of blushes that I have anywhere in my organization, other than like right here and then on the other side of my desk where I have my Merit blushes, other than that, I do not think of them. So this being in this complexion section in here, I do not think to wear it, but I would like to wear it. I'd like to figure out a place to store it that I can remember it's there. This ColourPop blush, oh, this kind of breaks my heart. This is such a mess. See, one of these completely crumbled away. I really like this. I actually have a backup of this, and I feel like it might be time to look at the backup because I mean, I guess that highlighter is working, but this is such a mess. I don't reach for this because when I do think of it, it looks like garbage. It looks like old garbage that I somehow still have in my collection. So I am going to declutter this one and just move on to using the backup. It's not like the backups last forever, and I've probably had the backup in my collection for like 4 years now anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to part with this one, and I don't even know where the backup is right now. I know I've seen it not too long ago, so I will pull that out when I see it. This this Cover FX highlighter, I really like this. I haven't used this in a long time, but I really like it. I would like to use this. I just don't, I don't consider this. But yeah, maybe I'll think of a way where I can consider this. I hope I stressed in the beginning that this isn't like a cutthroat declutter, clearly. It's just kind of like evaluating what's in my storage system and if it needs to be there or not. I have this white concealer from ColourPop that I use for cut creases. I see it's separated. I hope that's okay. It's been clearly hiding behind that Cover FX product. Oh, good thing I opened it. The applicator came off into it. So that's a declutter. I really like having this. And in fact, I'm a little disappointed that it broke. But I've just been using concealer on the rare occasions that I'm doing something like a cut crease, and it does work. It's fun to have the white. Perhaps I will have white again in my future, but I haven't known that this was there for a while, and I wasn't rushing out to buy another one. I was just like, oh, I'll use concealer. This Hourglass palette, it's not my favorite, but I do use it sometimes. It's good for traveling. It'll stay. Oh, cool. Okay. I did a video on Essence products last year. I had ordered them online. So I saw that this was a bronzer. I think in that video, I tried to make it work and I was like, oh, this is fine. And I continued using it a little bit afterwards. And I noticed on my skin, I was putting this in bronzer places, but this is literally a highlighter. This is a highlighter for people that have darker skin than me, and not even that much darker. Can you even see that? I don't even know if you can see that, maybe a little bit. But I feel like it's formulated like a highlighter, so you could see the glowiness of it, and it looked so weird to have this deep highlighter in place of a bronzer. Like it didn't work interchangeably. Some products do, but the kind of glow that's in a highlighter is not the same kind of glow you want in a bronzer. I can't even think of like the right word. It looked like metallic. It looked like I had a metallic bronzer on, and I was like, that will not do. And I'm going to declutter it. And I'm happy also because I do like the highlighter. Isn't that insane that they're like, oh no, this one is a bronzer and this one's a highlighter? And the only way I can tell the difference is it says sunlighter on this one and highlighter on this one. I do like the highlighter. It gives me like a nice soft glow. And it's annoying because I have to like make sure every time I pick it up that I am indeed picking up the highlighter and not the bronzer. So now I'm gonna get rid of the bronzer. That's my long-winded way of saying that. So now I will know that it's always my highlighter when I pick it up. And that also means that this passes the test. For a while, I was so good at like finishing a product before I move on to a next one. And I feel like because I've been so overwhelmed, I just haven't been doing that. For instance, this glowish bronzer, I really like this. This is the type of product that like, if they continued making this, which they're not making it anymore, glowish isn't a thing anymore, I would continue buying this one product as my one bronzer, but they stopped making it, so I was like, I need to find a new bronzer. I bought this one during the LH Cosmetics, well, I was gonna say during the video, but I bought it around Black Friday, and then I filmed a video with it in like February, and I was hoping this would be my replacement, but this one kept persisting, so I kept on using this. And then I totally forgot that I had this LH Cosmetics one that I had used like once, and I bought this Kosas one. So now I have 3 bronzers. I feel like I was a little bit unsure about the LH Cosmetics one at the time. I think it looked really warm on camera, but I have found that if I apply it with like a careful hand, it does look good on my cheeks, and I do like wearing it. I think I probably like the Kosas one more, but it's funny, so far, things can change. I have a long way to go with this. I don't like feel a love for it in my heart the same way that I felt for this glowish one. You know, some products just do that to you and some products don't, but I will keep all 3. This glowish one, I feel like it hasn't been giving me proper like product pickup because there's like almost nothing left. So I do plan to like call this panned soon, but I am going to try it out another time or 2 and see if it does work before I call it. So this is like a temporary keep, and then I'll just have these 2 bronzers. That's the plan. I put this little Kosa sample here so I'd remember to use it, and I have not remembered to use it yet, but I will use this. It's a sunscreen. Okay. I have my 2 Road blushes. I'm annoyed that they're the same packaging, and I do have to look at the bottom every time to see if I'm getting the one that I want to get, but I really love both of these. I have Sleepy Girl and Freckle. My Natasha Denona blush, I really like this also. It's like a really neutral tan, pretty unique in my collection, and I like that. This e.l.f. blush in Spiced Apple. Yeah, I really like this. I haven't used this in a while, but I really like this. This Essence blush, I really like this. This is my one powder product. This is from Tarte. It's like the Amazonian clay pressed foundation, I think they call it. I really like this stuff. I use this every day. From ColourPop, I'm almost done with this blush. I should make this a priority to finish this up. I feel like in the past I was so good at doing that. I was so good at like making things a priority, and I've just stopped. But I'm going to make this a priority to finish this up. This Glaminatrix blush I tried out in a video, and the powder part was way too intense, at least over the cream, and I haven't really messed around with this that much since then, but I will. And I've kind of made it my my unofficial policy to keep products for like, I'm thinking of it as like a year. A year is not an exact science, but like if I'm getting it earlier in the year, like at least to the end of the year, because I feel like in the past, sometimes I made decisions too quickly and like I didn't give myself a chance to have my relationship with them evolve. So in that spirit, I will keep this and I will try it out more, even though I think of it less highly than I think of like pretty much all these other blushes. I have these 2 highlighters from Merit. This one is Kava. I've had this for a while, but it's still going strong. And this one is Solstice. You could see I haven't used Solstice that much because it is darker. Like, I can imagine this as like a bronzy nose highlight or something. I don't know. I'm curious. Gonna keep them. e.l.f. Active Workout Ready Lip and Cheek. This, I feel like everyone bought years ago because Hannah Louise posted and recommended it. And I don't think she has it anymore. Every time I've tried this out, I'm like so impressed by it again. I need to keep using this. I need to use it more. Oh, this Kaleidos bronzer. I love the packaging of this. This was given to me in friend mail. I think it's what we call it. I haven't said that I haven't said that out loud before. I've tried this. I don't know if there's a way for this to like have any permanence in my collection because I feel like these, especially this one's like a contour color. This one's a little bit warmer. Either way, I tend to use glowy bronzers. If you can't tell from the glowy bronzers that I've previously been showing you, I feel like my only exception to that is that Rare Beauty contour stick, but that even has a little bit of a sheen because it's a cream product, as opposed to other makeup that I have that I just need to like remember it's there and then I'll use it. I feel like even if I thought about this every day, it still just won't have a place in my makeup collection. This Haus Labs highlighter, I really like this. This is like a nice pink sparkly sheen. This ColourPop highlighter, when I tried this out a while ago, I thought it was too deep, but I've actually been like using it and I don't want to say enjoying it. Like, I'm not like ooh about it, but I feel like it's acceptable. And once I finish up the blush that's like also in the same packaging, I feel like I'll reach for the highlight even more because I won't have to like think twice about which one's which. So I will keep this. My Becca highlighter still in Moonstone, keeping that, and 2 more blushes, which I'm keeping. So not too much came out of this storage. I'm gonna take this opportunity to like wipe it down. Yeah, not too much has been removed from here. I mean, I guess even like the pens and the brushes though, like I didn't declutter them, but like I'll put them in a better home for them and that will free up space. I've kind of like reacquainted myself with the things that I've had in here, some of which I haven't seen or thought about in forever. Oh, I forgot I was going to try to use the other storage. Maybe I'll save that for later. And then I can compare like the stuff in the good storage here. I feel like that storage is not going to be enough space. I don't know. So I'm kind of feeling like either way, it's probably still going to be this storage. Okay, I had to give my battery a little charge, so I gave this thing a bath. I peeled off a couple stickers that have been on it forever, like since I got it probably 10 years ago. And there's still a little residue. I could probably do a better job at some point, but I feel like it looks better. I'm really thinking that this is going to be the organization system because this one is a lot. Yeah, this one's so much smaller. Can you see? I have them lined up on this side, and this one goes on this much farther. Look how many more things fit just right there. I really like the look of this tortoise shell. So I wanted this to work because I think it would be so cute, but I think I need the space of this. And I think like maybe giving it this clean is kind of, you know, giving it a little makeover, making it feel a little bit new again or something. Okay, so I look at it from this angle, from like this spot inward. So I'm trying to think of how I can prioritize the important stuff and make everything as visible as possible. I think the setting spray in the back corner is fine. Maybe here, I don't know. I'm wondering if I can put the ooh, that's slipping backwards. If I can put the foundations here, I guess it's kind of farther away and I'll have to see what goes here because I'll be reaching across this. But if I can put foundations there, I know I will see them in my little concealer. And what if I put my primers over here for now? Or at least, so right now, these are my non-SPF primers. I feel like I'm missing, I feel like I'm missing some stuff. I think the Supergoop might have fallen. Okay, that's a start. And then in this front, but I guess we'll see what fits. I'm thinking maybe I'll try to put my blushes in this larger section here. And I wonder if I can fit my powder, highlighters, and bronzer here. Can that go there? Oh, these are a little bit big, but I could put them in at an angle. These actually, that all fits. I think that's everything for that category, right? My highlighters, powder, and bronzer. I'm actually really surprised by that. That's kind of perfect. This, ooh, I keep on hitting this thing. This highlighter from Cover FX that was in the back, I think it will have to stay in the back because I feel like if I put it somewhere else, it's going to be blocking stuff. Oh, and maybe these cream highlighters I can put here with the SPFs. They'll actually make the SPF stand up a little bit better. Let's see how my blushes fit in this section. I want to make sure they stay on their sides so I can, so like they stay up. But also it's tough because it has to be like the right amount of stuff in there. If there's not enough, then it'll just fall down because of that. Okay, I'm going to put this Glaminatrix one towards the front because I want to remember to use that. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. I have these couple things left. This blush. Can I fit that in there too? Yes, I can. Woohoo! And my Lisa Eldridge and my cream bronzer. Oh, here's my glow screen. It just fell off to the side. Stick that in there. I have this other organization thing over here. I don't think it's on camera, barely. But I have my LH Cosmetics. What did I call this? This is Lisa Eldridge. Did I say that before? Or did I say LH Cosmetics? I don't know. I have this LH Cosmetics, kind of like a similar, like, multi-purpose goo. I don't like it quite as much as I like the Lisa Eldridge, but I have been experimenting with it also. And I feel like it's in the same category as the Lisa Eldridge, so I will stick that back there also because this thing is also too crowded with stuff. And I still have an empty compartment. So it's like not like I'm rushing to fill things up, but I'm trying to see what else is on my desk. I'm like, I can put my lint roller there. Awesome. Ooh, my Cinema Secrets. I could put that there. Awesome. All right, I'm actually really pleased with this. Sweet, yeah. You know, it'll be a little bit of a learning curve, but I feel like I achieved what I wanted because, like, I do have the taller things in the back and things are pretty well organized together, and I feel like hopefully things won't get lost. Hopefully things won't fall over and I never pick them up. That's on me. Okay, let's look in these drawers. I'm scared. Oh, I think in here is more of my SPF stuff. I'm just gonna leave them in there. Let's see with it. Let me make sure I'm aware of what it is. So this is a Fenty Skin. Okay, that's an SPF 30. Dennis Gross, Dr. Dennis Gross, and Dermalogica 50 and 50. This one from the Inky List. This is a 30. And this is a lip balm that's a 30. The thing that's so crazy about, like, having these sunscreen samples is, like, they last so long. So Sephora's like, here, have some sunscreen samples. And I'm like, will they still be good by the time I get around to using them? In fact, are there some dates? Ooh, this one's April of 25. Oh no, I forgot that they actually do have dates on them. Okay, so this one from Dr. Dennis Gross, I'm actually going to declutter it because April of 2025 has passed. And there's no sense in relying on it to be a sunscreen if it says it's expired. And I have enough. And chances are I won't get around to it anytime soon. This one says October of 25. This one says June of 25. Oh my god. This one's 2025. Oh, I think this is written like European. I think this is... It has a lot of numbers on it, okay? Towards the end, it definitely has in like 01, 2025, 10. Does that make any sense? Europeans? Oh, it literally says on this it's like made in New Jersey. So is that January 25 and the 10 is something else? I'm gonna declutter this also. Okay, this one is September. Let me check the ones that I have out while I'm at it. Oh no, this Unseen Sunscreen's March. It's been a while since I got that kit. This one is August 25. Oh, and this one's August of 26. So I feel like I wish I realized that before I started using this one. But yeah, I guess I'll declutter my Unseen Sunscreen. You know, I'm usually not such a stickler about expiration dates, especially for, you know, like things that I know aren't having a lot of contact with germs. But a sunscreen is like a drug and you need it to perform. So if it's not performing, then there's no sense. And I was gonna say I have more than enough. I'm like, I don't have as much as I did a couple minutes ago, but I have some. And, not the biggest deal. I buy sunscreen, it lasts for a while. When and if I finish these samples, I will buy another one. And that is life. So I'm going to pull out all of these, actually, and try to get some use out of these. Okay, I have some more slips for my random palette. And then I have a couple random single shadows. I have this one from Odin's Eye. I have a couple Moon Dust shadows. I have another one sitting out over here because I used it the other day. I don't know what the best way to store these is, but I do want to keep it. Over here, oh, it's my Merit brow product. Oh, it's funny. I have my brow products out over here, and this wasn't with them, so I haven't been using that, but I will stick that over there and hopefully use that. This is dirty with brow products. It's funny, though, that I feel like my desk has been so overwhelming with stuff, and I have so much extra space in this. That's so funny. But also, makes me happy because perhaps there's a chance for me. I feel like my makeup desk as a whole, I'll get to the point of straightening it up, and then I'll do my makeup once, and it's like there's nowhere to put anything. So perhaps with more and better storage, after I've decided what to get rid of and what to keep, I can decide where to keep the things that I'm keeping and what I can give a more permanent home to that's usually out of my desk. Like my Merit blushes, for example, I mentioned those already, but I have, I think, 13 of them, and they've all been sitting out a long time. They would be perfect in these little drawers. So that would be nice. Okay, and here, oh, this is a ColourPop blush that I feel like I wasn't enjoying it, and that's why I stuck it away in here, but I don't remember. So I'm actually going to stick it with my blushes, and I will try that out. And I will know if I like it or not. Here's my one pair of fake eyelashes. Do I really want to keep these? I did that video about trying to be a lash girly. I, used to wear them from time to time in the past, and I stopped. These, and I filmed that video. I think I filmed that in 2022, maybe 2023, but I think 2022. And I have not used these once. I feel like I should get rid of them. I should get rid of the things I'm not using and don't excite me. And this, I feel like if there's an occasion that I really want to wear lashes, do I really need to pull out these years old lashes that I've worn before that are just sitting in this packaging and taking up space? I feel like if I really want to wear lashes, I can just go out and buy new lashes. Also, the glue, as I learned in that video, it doesn't stay good that long. I had so many glues when I started that video, and they were all so disgusting, and I had to get a new one. Yeah, I'm gonna declutter this. If I decide to be a lash girly again, that's a $10 purchase I can make. Okay, we have more slips. I'm gonna stick them with these slips. This is the bow tie that goes on my Too Faced Mr. Right brush. This brush is so old, but that's the cool thing about brushes. They tend to last. Yeah, so this is its bow tie. That can stay on it for now. From Pretties for Your Face, 2 times they sent little samples of loose eyeshadows. That looks pretty, but it also reminds me of Urban Decay Lucid. You can see because I spilled some on myself. I really like Lucid. I do reach for Lucid from time to time. This is very messy. It just got everywhere with me opening it once for a second. I don't use loose shadows. I'm gonna declutter this. And there's another one here. This is Summer Sand Loose Glitter. It looks like glitter. Yeah, nice. Cute. If this was pressed, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe I'd keep it. I don't even know if I would. I don't know. But I can declutter these. I don't even know if I use them once. And I don't really have much of an interest. I don't have a glitter glue. It's okay. This Becca product. Oh, I feel like this is getting so old. I really like this. I don't use it that much, but I should use it. I should use it enough that when the product itself forces me to declutter it, I can be like, we had a good run. Because every time I see this, I'm like, ooh, I love this. I want this to be my cool girl makeup product. And every time I wear it, I do like it. It's like this like dusty sky blue on this side and like more of like a multicolored glitter on this side. Becca, you know, has not been with us for many years, and this stopped being with us before Rebecca stopped being with us, but I'm still gonna keep this. And that's that. Okay, this side is a little exciting because I know there's more stuff in here. Oh, this eye tint, they call it an eye tint. This is from Essence. I hated this stuff. You know, a lot of liquid eyeshadows just like dry, hard. It's funny, in the swatch, that looks nice. But I can achieve that with a single shadow if I want this color, and I'm so much more likely to. I just don't like the feeling that I felt with this on my eye. I'm gonna declutter it. Also from Essence, this contour stick. This is like so cool toned. Maybe there's someone out there that like that's exactly what they want, but didn't really work for me. Yeah, it smells like fruit. I like the smell of it. And you know, it's been a while. I think I had issues with blending. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep this. This Melt Orange liner, I really like this. I've worn it a number of times as like an all over the eye look. And this is another thing I need to remember to use because I really enjoy it whenever I do. This blue from Urban Decay, I wish this wasn't so long, but this is another one that I need to remember to use. I feel like in my imaginary, like, shop my stash, it's mostly cute little stuff like that. These two eyeshadow sticks, I don't think I liked either of them. I know for sure this was like the multi-chrome. I did not like it at all. Oh, I'm seeing, oh, sorry about the focus. I am seeing the shift, but on the eye, it was doing weird things. I have a ColourPop video that I had tried these out in last year, and I'm pretty sure it's the same story with this. I see people like Lauren May Beauty using these like beautiful neutral shadow sticks, and I like the fantasy of it, but in reality, I just don't really like using shadow sticks. Or, so far, I have not found a shadow stick that I really enjoy using. So yeah, I'm gonna declutter both of these shadow sticks. Let's do a mold check on this Norvina. Is this still... Alright, it's not wet. It's like a little bit gummy. It's not wet. I don't see mold. Okay. Yeah, this is like, I say this every time I've gone through my products and like done a declutter. I think these are cool. I don't remember to use them, but this is like my one water activated liner product. Every time I've used them, I have enjoyed it. So I want to keep that. Here's another Pretties for Your Face loose glitter. Strawberry Spritzer Luminous Dust. This color I feel less tempted by because it looks more of like an ordinary, I mean, like, beautiful. A beautiful pink, but something that I have no shortage of in my collection and doesn't excite me as much as the other colors did. So if I could declutter the other colors, I can of course declutter this. And I am. And these two loose glitters, you know, I've had these both forever and I think I will keep them. As I said, I literally don't have any way to adhere these to my eyes right now, but I just feel like I have used these before and gotten looks that I enjoyed. This one's from Lime Crime. This one I put in this packaging, but it's from Glitter Injections. I have no qualms about saving these two. So I'm going to put those here. And actually, let me move my other drawer eyeshadow products into this same one. Wow, it all fits. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm so happy that those all fit so nicely. And in fact, let me just put some Merit blushes in here. Maybe I will leave some out. Like I have been enjoying having them out because, you know, like I reach for them a lot, but I think I've established enough of like a history of using them that I'm not going to forget to use them now that they're in a drawer. I think this, like, you know, this process that I'm doing right now is making these drawers usable again because it's updating them. The only thing is that I will go back to these and, like, organize the colors in a way that I'll remember. I think I'm still missing 3 of them somewhere. Oh well, they will turn up. Oh, I love that though. This is so cute. Can you see how cute this is? That's so cute. I love that the like little dividers in there are perfect Merit blush size. I also do have to like take these out and clean them. I had my brow products in here for so long that there's like brow residue in there. And in fact, like maybe even I will go back to having my brow products in there, and I could put the Merit blushes farther back because these two rows don't need to be occupied in that way. I don't know. I feel like we reached a bit of a natural conclusion, so I am going to wrap up this video here, and we will call this part 1. I feel like decluttering always takes so much longer than I think it's going to take, and I want to continue to be able to take my time and make good decisions for myself and the state of my makeup collection. So we'll pick up with eyeliners in part 2 and see where that takes me. If you're interested in watching that, give this video a like, subscribe. That video will be coming soon. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Bye!